Chapter 1. Introduction. The term resurrection denotes a rising from the dead or coming back to life. It is more than raising a deceased person to mortal life again, such as Christ did with Lazarus, who had been dead 4 days, John 1:44, with the daughter of Jairus, Mark 5:42, or with the widow's son, Luke 7:15. It is, rather, restoring and raising a person's temporal body to a spiritual and everlasting life instead of a mortal one. This gift of resurrection is given to all mankind because of the resurrection and atonement of Jesus Christ. His mission was to come to earth and pay a ransom that would destroy the works of the devil, who claimed the power of death. Heb. 2:14. Jesus will raise and restore every man to a resurrection, and reward them according to what they have done with their body and mortality. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that which he hath done, whether it be good or bad. 2 Cor. 5:10. This blessing and promise of resurrection to all is one of the greatest messages of Christianity. Christ's resurrection is the foundation of Christianity and is extremely important both as an historical fact and a distinguishing doctrine among other religions. After Paul had become a witness to the resurrected Christ, that subject became the foremost doctrine of his writings and preaching. The resurrection of Christ is one of the most glorious events in the history of the world. It was a miracle prophesied about for many centuries, it was witnessed by hundreds of people, it placed a stamp of truth upon the scriptures. Not only did it sweep away the theory of evolution and its hopelessness of death, but it established a divine faith in the plan of salvation. The disciples of Christ were slow in believing or even understanding Christ's message of the resurrection, but when they actually became witnesses of his personal resurrection, it filled them with such enthusiasm that they went up and down the Roman roads, telling the glorious story. The fact that Jesus had come forth from the grave with a resurrection body, showing them the marks in his hands, feet and side, caused everything else to be secondary. An amazing and concrete testimonial of the resurrected Christ is the fact that 25 years afterwards, Paul said that most of the 500 people who were witnesses of that remarkable event were still alive and could testify to it. From the Book of Mormon comes another eye and ear witness of Christ's resurrection. A great multitude of people both saw and heard him. These spiritual events were necessarily meant to become facts of history, so that everyone would have the faith and hope of a glorious resurrection. There was new hope given to all who lived at that time, as well as to all who have dwelt on the earth before and since. Among all the blessings which God has promised to fallen man, there are none greater than that of the resurrection of the body to eternal life and happiness. Orson Pratt, The Seer, page 273. The message of the resurrection of Christ became the central theme of Christianity, and should be the same today.